going on YouTube? So we may very well get 100k Bitcoin in this stream or recording. It's been a long way. I've been in Bitcoin since, well, cryptocurrency since the tail end of 2017, essentially 2018. So that's like what, 6 years plus, going on 7ish. Seen it all the way low as 3k. And here we are. No one thought we could. I've always been a believer. As a now as an analyst, it's becoming more obvious than not to me. Although Bitcoin maxis get made fun of, it is the best coin to park your money in. When it comes to essentially most of the cycle, you got a 4-year cycle, and Bitcoin dominance is gonna rise within like 3.5 years out of that 4 years. So 80% plus of that time frame is a better hold for Bitcoin. But long story short, yeah, I'm gonna give my market analysis for the current conditions we have, live, because this market will test you in every single way possible. You got all these liquidations events like here at 49k. A lot of people thought we were going lower, but if you held and if you cleared out the noise and you realize that this market is scripted, and Bitcoin has these cycles, don't fade the cycles. So even for me, like going forward, because we still got this bull run to navigate, I don't believe it's the time to buy Bitcoin now at basically 100k. I think we'll top out somewhere 120k plus, honestly. So this is not the end, but we're almost at the end. Basically, you should be buying like way down here, like I did, and preferably the lower the better, not all the way up here. This is the way you should not do it. The opposite of the retail. The retail waits for things to get obvious before they buy. So you want to do the opposite of what retail does if you want to be profitable in this market, or just hold Bitcoin, especially if you buy it low. Buy low always, and you're gonna be well into profits with little stress of buying altcoins like these meme coins that are just taking over the cycle, it seems, and even AI coins, for example. So let me take off or show my drawings now, which I've been showing in multiple live streams and videos for basically this whole year. We had this bull flag. We consolidated for 8 months. We had a reversal right here finally in October, September time frame. You could see it marked here with the green dots as we made higher lows and higher highs in the micro, and that actually was that pivot point that we were looking for. And I had these marked out, and ever since these are marked out, we've completed the setup, the pattern. And I've had this flagpole line, which is grabbed from here many months ago, and we're basically right there at 100k, exactly where we put the flagpole. This is just basic TA. This is absolutely kind of basic. Again, like even stocks, for example, they have patterns that play out like this too. There's many patterns, but the bull flag is a very common one, and it's very characteristic of this 2024-2025 cycle. So I drew this because we potentially had a opportunity to go down, although I wasn't gonna play it anyway. But we have a CME gap at 80k, but we don't necessarily have to fill it. Most of the times it does fill, but we didn't. So we just kept on pushing higher. And that's typically the case. Every time we push past all-time high, which is at 69K, this time around, right? You see my cursor and the line drawn like right here, for example. We just keep on pushing up with minimal pullbacks for like at least a month. So the month from the from the breakout was, say, we officially made it here in October 3rd. So basically the beginning of November. So 1 month from now would be exactly December 1st. So approximately. So I do expect a pullback around December 1st, which is in like a week and some days. Of course, it's just a buying opportunity. It's nothing to get scared of, but yeah, we'll probably have our first major pullback sometime in December, but yeah, I think early December, first week, because that's exactly what happened. Characteristic of this whole year. You got your lows here in March, first week of March. Then you go to April. We had a low here as well. We ended up going lower in May. There you go. The next month would be June. June was an exception, but we were trying to push the over the all-time high. We got rejected at a bearish retest. And then July again, first week. That's the pivot point of the month. And as well as August, boom, September, and October. So what is it, 6 or 7 out of the 8 months, you got the lowest price for the month. So that's like what, 80-90% chance we'll follow that even in this breakout in December, I believe. So because we haven't had a major pullback yet. And that would give you an amazing opportunity to buy alts, because that's when price is going to flood into alts, and that's essentially alt season from there. So this is going to be juicy as soon as we had this consolidation, the major breakout going into a dip is that's the funnest part in crypto, honestly, in the 4 years. So we're just getting to the fun part, coming in just weeks, potentially. So we're basically there, about there. So far we've done a 50% move from the breakout of the flag. I think we could go higher. I don't think 100K is the ceiling just yet. I mean, there's no ceiling. This is the all-time high. This is price discovery. Okay. But yeah, let's say we push up even higher to 70-80%. That's 120 right there. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. So yeah, everyone knows Bitcoin. It's not going away. Going forward, I'm going to be much more heavier in Bitcoin, following its play, because it is the power plant of this market anyway, right? So you must be in tune at a deep level with Bitcoin. So those are my thoughts. So let's go to ETH BTC, something I watch pretty well, and in my past videos as well, I've been pretty focused on it. We have broke below this line of action, or zone of action, I would call it. I labeled it here with a red dot because I was expecting a bounce, I'm not gonna lie. We still have a bullish retrace on the weekly. So macro wise, we are due for a reversal, which again, we're probably going to get in a couple weeks. So this is probably going to be a deviation. And I'm expecting, if I were to draw it, something like this. almost like a V reversal. Every time we pivot from the low, like here, like you even see it right there, it's going to be a massive bid. It's not going to be a slow upwards. Even here in 2017, it just goes parabolic. Even here, 2021. So it's got to be basically a vertical line up until basically the end of the cycle. So we got a few more amazing months left, I believe. So we're in the final phase of the market. We are in essentially thrill, maybe a few weeks to months out from euphoria. So we are at the tail end of the bull run for this cycle. So I'll leave this here. We'll see how it comes out going forward. Something I also keep track of is Bitcoin dominance. This has been chugging along all the way to 60. It's probably going to make its last move. Again, this is all tying in within the next couple weeks, and then it's going to fall over. Similar to the previous cycles, like here in January of 2021. On the weekly, it made this shooting star, basically seller exhaustion, or buyer exhaustion, excuse me. So we'll see what pattern it prints, but that's a bearish pattern right there, and it's at a high. So you got multiple confluences there. And if you go back in time, Bitcoin is actually pushing through all-time highs as well in January of 2021. So this is all coming into fruition. Let's see, January 21, right here. We were basically 1-2 weeks after breaking all-time high, so a couple weeks after exactly how I'm timing it now on this cycle as well. So pattern recognition is key. Right now I'm not buying Bitcoin, for example. I'm buying and holding alts. One of my biggest alts, of course, is Brett. I made multiple videos on it. That's my largest position. But I also have positions in like Sundog, and I'm also in other positions. So alts are the name of the game right now as we enter alt season. All right, moving on. Let's see. So we did BTC, we did Bitcoin dominance. We should probably look at Solana because happy all-time high Solana. Today it broke all-time high, or maybe yesterday. But yeah, basically today it broke all-time high, the largest market cap to do so, beside Bitcoin, obviously. So the thing about Solana is it's the chain of memes, right? And this cycle is obviously, if you haven't noticed by now, it is the meme cycle. Super cycle was real for the memes. This cycle, next cycle, maybe not, but this cycle absolutely. So Sol equals meme confidence, essentially. It doesn't have to be even other chains. It doesn't have to be just Sol coins, Solana coins. Some honorable mentions that I like as Solana coins. It's probably Moo the Bull. I made quite a bit of a swing on that before. There's so many. Ponke is a great honorable mention as well. So that's definitely something to check out if you don't own any. Now, this breaking out is going to give confidence to other memes and other chains. So it's great that it's breaking out. In hindsight, obviously, it would have been better to hold Sol, not now at all-time high, but I was trying to get a position right here somewhere as of late, but I did miss the ball, so I'm kind of sad on that. Just being transparent and truthful to you guys. This came all the way to like $8. $8 to 250 is 31x. I did that calculation earlier today, and you know, these layer ones are no joke. Bitcoin and layer ones are the probably easiest way to make money, especially in the early to the middle part of the cycle, and then the end of the cycle you could rotate out to this more speculative ones. So definitely something to learn, that I could have played better this cycle, but hey, my portfolio is doing very well as of late, so I'm not complaining at all, and I've obviously have gotten better with TA, so I'm getting better over time. That's essentially all I care about. Then just the money part is developing the skills. So if I were to just pull a fib level and mark it on log scale and also my chart, so both logged, we see the fib at 2K, 2.2. I don't really think we are going to hit that, to be honest. But, everyone's talking about 1,000. I see about 800 to 1,000. I do. So, something I've learned through the cycles, and see it hits the 4236, which is a very common number to hit, especially for a community coin that is essentially taking over the narrative for the whole cycle, right? Because meme coins are this cycle, and Solana represents that. So I could easily see it hit that 1K at the 4236. So if you're holding Solana, congratulations, man. You've probably played better than the whole market. You're the top one, maybe top 1% of the 1% or something like that. So crazy. Sui is also a really good chain right now. So I also bought Hippo today, which is the meme coin on Sui. All right, so those are like the main things, right? We got Bitcoin essentially about to break 100K. Retail's about to flood in. I mean, they're already coming. They're already, Coinbase is the number one finance app, maybe as of a couple of days now. So those are some signs already. Now, it's not number one on overall. So we still got a ways to go. But I believe retail is here. So we still got a few things to go. So we got Doge pumping, crazy. I got a small little position on Doge. Should have got more. But we are, past the automatic rally into the SOS. We're probably going to hit $1 for sure on Doge. Imagine that, one Doge, $1. And we could possibly hit even $2, $3. But yeah, $1 for sure on Doge. Like, that is going to be sending echoes into the echo chamber of, all these socials. So our other meme bags are going to do well, if that is the case. And it's likely the case, honestly. You got the most influential person tweeting about it like every month. So, I mean, it's Elon and Trump essentially, and they're friends. Like, you see them taking pictures with each other. They're, basically like partners in a way. So you got that influence, and you got the narrative. You got the Department of Government Efficiencies, I think is what they call it, Doge. I mean, that was obviously on purpose for Doge. So definitely possible. I wrote this down for a friend of mine. This is an example of an exit plan you could have with Doge. Get out with profit at $1 or over $1. And not entirely, but you're gonna essentially be remembering this play for the rest of your life, right? It'll give you confidence, basically, of holding to, if you bought it before 10 cents, which, like, more, for example, my friend did, and writing it over, $1, which is a 10x or 1,000%. Then you have house money for the additional targets, like 261, 8 at about $2. So you could play the cycle game, the rotation game after that, but essentially you want to be taking profits because that's basically at the end of the cycle. So as Doge, the grandfather of memes. Pepe, wow, Pepe got listed on Coinbase, right? At this candle right here at what, November 13? It was really nuts. Like, Binance listed a Peanut and Act, which is like an insider coin that they made up, and it pumped, like, it just kept on pumping for like a week or two, and like 2 days after that, though, Coinbase listed Pepe and Whiff, essentially restarting kind of like a meme cycle narrative. So, as well as Binance, because they also did like 2 memes. So this, again, this meme thing is for sure this cycle. I'm not focused on gaming. I am not really focused on AI, although maybe AI a little bit more than gaming if I were to kind of diverge from memes. But just because I know there's more bag holders of gaming from last cycle. So, but AI hasn't had their any cycle before. It's a new narrative. So if Pepe goes up, Brett's gonna come up. The Boys Club is a known narrative at this point. Probably the biggest narrative. Let's say top 3 at least. Arguably the top narrative for the memes. So if Pepe goes to say 80 billion, just like how Doge did last cycle, you got Brett as the beta doing at least about half of that. About 40 billion is the math. If you had that same scenario from last cycle, right? Doge and Shib, Pepe and Brett. And there's other Boys Club coins like Andy, which I'm very big in as well, that will be rotated profits wise and just flow into as well afterwards. Because you had this, like, for example, last cycle you had Doge pump, right? And then you had Shib pump more in percentages. But then the derivatives, like the other dog coins, if they got, since their market cap is so low, they got, well, many more multiples than Doge and Shib at that time frame. So same thing we're going to see here. Pepe's going to go up, Brett's going to go up way more because of the market cap is lower, and then you got the derivatives like Andy, Land Wolf, and there's even more than that. But yeah, like, these are kind of like my main watch list going forward. As far as AI, I do like TARS. I do like Tau as well, but I don't have any positions in them. Yeah, I'm mainly just focusing on memes right now, and like some swing trades of like stacks right now, for example. There's a coin called Ninja, which is an injective meme. I made like a 4x on that recently. I put it on to Brett. So I'm very, very confident in the Andy's, in the Boys Club narrative. Sundog again. Very confident in this one. So you got Hippo as well. I mean, a lot of people are gonna lose a lot of money on meme coins. I would stick with, I'm gonna end the video with this, with the top meme coin of each chain. For example, Brett is base. You got Sundog with Tron. You got probably Hippo with Sui. There's infinite amount of chains, right? There's Redo for Ton. Probably Punke, I'd say, for Soul. So go with the memes that have been winners, that prove themselves, because at this point in time to have a new meme rise up is it's even harder than it was before. So that is it for now. Bitcoin probably gonna hit 100K today, and yeah, I can't wait. We'll see what happens. Most likely today, which is November 22nd. Let me know what you think on the comments. Subscribe. Maybe I'll post more videos if I get good feedback. My Twitter is, and I post a lot more frequently there, is at Harris_trades. I am a macro and swing trader. Right now I'm mainly into memes, as you read here. I share my thoughts and I share my TA. So this is what I believe in. 1% better every day. Whether you're analyzing charts, whether you're anything you do, you're gonna see this period is gonna last you weeks, months, years. You probably won't even make money, like if you're in crypto, for example, and trying to get good at it. But eventually you have that breakout, and then you go up, much faster than you thought. Versus most people think it's going to be like a straight line, and it's absolutely not like that, because when they get destroyed, which a lot of people do, 99% of people do in crypto, or they get distracted and they drop it and they leave because they're not getting the results they want after, say, like 3 months or even a year. So this curve is really the hardest part for them. So just keep going if you really want it. That's essentially crypto. You just keep on waiting until eventually prices go up, because it's basically scripted. This is not made for us. So essentially just buy and don't even look at the news or Twitter, for example, if you really just want it to go long term. All right, so obviously not right now at 100K. If you're watching this video like in today's time, November 11, 2022. But all right, guys, that's it for now. Bye.